Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by longtime Patreon supporter Patrick. Huge thanks to Patrick and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Patrick reached out asking for a $400 budget 4 deck led by Kirik, son of Yawgmoth, and I was more than happy to build it for him. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Kirik, son of Yawgmoth is a 7-mana 2/2 legendary Phyrexian horror minion with lifelink. For each black mana in a cost, we may pay 2 life rather than that mana. Additionally, whenever we cast a black spell, we put a +1/+1 counter on Kirik, son of Yawgmoth. Despite his high mana value, Kirik is one of the strongest mono-black commanders and has potential as a CEDH deck. The only thing holding him back is that monocolored decks don't tend to perform as well as multicolored decks. But Patrick didn't want a CEDH deck, so there will be cards in this deck that aren't super efficient. That, and we're on a budget, and tutors have gotten crazy expensive. In fact, I let him know that I went over budget because I wanted to run a demonic tutor over a diabolic tutor. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. If you're planning on building a bunch of decks led by the spaced out commanders from Edge of Eternities, you should probably pick up this limited edition collector's case, designed to look like the Shuttlecraft Yosemite. Capable of holding 8 boulders, it is the perfect way to store your science fiction themed commander decks. Pick yours up today at your local game store, or order them online from Amazon. Click the link down below to go to Ultimate Guard's Amazon store. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm currently streaming over on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Susur Secundi Void Altar, Bajuka Bog, Reliquary Tower, War Room, and 32 Swamps. Not super expensive, but not exactly budget either. For mana ramp, we've got Blood Celebrant, Jet Medallion, Dark Ritual, Cryptghast, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Charcoal Diamond, Felwar Stone, Mind Stone, Thought Vessel, Throne of Eldraine, Thrawn Dynamo, Wayfarer's Bauble, and Solemn Simulacrum. Yes, we could be running better mana rocks if we had the budget, but even a card like Mox Amber is about $70. Our card advantage package consists of the Endstone, Villas Broker of Blood, Bolus's Citadel, Demonic Tutor, Grim Tutor, Necropotence, Opposition Agent, Peer into the Abyss, Asmodeus the Archfiend, Chainer Dementia Master, Sensei's Divining Top, Reanimate, Sign in Blood, Necromancy, Greed, Stinging Study, and Buried Alive. Lots of ways to dig through our deck and find combo pieces. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Archenemy's Charm, Deuthi Voidwalker, Font of Agonies, The Eldest Reborn, Deadly Rollick, Imp's Mischief, Dismember, Withering Torment, Infernal Grasp, Snuff Out, Bitter Triumph, Hero's Downfall, Fell the Profane, and Grasp of Darkness. Lots of ways to keep annoying creatures off the battlefield. Our board wipes consist of Toxic Deluge, Sudden Spoiling, Black Sun Zenith, and the Meat Hook Massacre. Wanted lots of ways to ruin our opponent's days. The core of our deck consists of Aetherflux Reservoir, Necrotic Ooze, Scourge Familiar, Grey Merchant of Asphodel, Exsanguinate, Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, Bloodthirsty Conqueror, Exquisite Blood, and Sanguine Bond. Yes, it is mostly combos, why do you ask? Finally, to help protect our commander, we're running Not Dead After All, Swiftfoot Boots, Lightning Greaves, Undying Malice, and Feign Death. Gotta make sure he stays alive for at least a little bit. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 51 mana sources, split between 36 lands, 14 pieces of ramp, and 1 MDFC. Not too shabby. 17 pieces of card advantage, 14 pieces of interaction, 4 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Bojuka Bog and Ayuthi Voidwalker, 1 Sudden I Win card in Aetherflux Reservoir. Okay, I suppose I should explain the combos in this deck. We have a lot of cards where we can pay all or most of the spell with life loss. I mean, Greed can refill our hand for the low cost of 4 life per card. 2 for the activation and 2 from converting a black mana to 2 life. Once we have enough cards in hand, we can cast whatever spells we want, and each one gains us an incremental increase in life thanks to Aetherflux Reservoir. Of course, we have other combos that allow us to win the game on the spot as well. Either Exquisite Blood or Bloodthirsty Conqueror, combined with either Veto or Sanguine Bond, means we win the game on the spot. But my favorite combo is probably Blood Celebrant and Exsanguinate. We pay life to activate Blood Celebrant, adding black mana, or whatever mana we want, to generate a ton of mana, then cast Exsanguinate to end the game. Now, if I hadn't been restricted on budget, I really wanted to include Shield of the Apocalypse. She is disgusting in this deck, especially with Villas on board. Do you have a Keurig Son of Yawgmoth commander deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Borgi, Nazwin, Conga, Robert, Pi, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Sint, Boomy, Oscar, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Yori, and Sleech. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.